Hey everyone! I invite you all to accompany me on a journey through my life, a roller coaster through mountains and valleys spanning the world. My goal for this presentation is to give you a sense of who I am and the experiential knowledge I would bring to your law school environment. Genuine empathy, effective communication skills, and analytical thinking are all important parts of an ethical professional in the legal field. I hope to show that as a result of my experiences, I have developed a solid foundation for these characteristics. People develop empathy and passion from different experiences they've had in their life. For me, it struck when I moved to Mumbai, India in 2007 before starting my sophomore year of high school. A big change from West Bloomfield, Michigan, where I grew up all my life. While I adjusted to the environment by making friends and learning the language, I hadn't gotten used to the poverty. It seemed like everywhere I went there were people sleeping on sidewalks and children begging for food. I knew that I had to somehow make a difference, so I found out about Habitat for Humanity and started a small club in my high school. I arranged multiple trips to a village in the city of Karjat to help families build homes by laying bricks onto the foundation and putting up and painting walls. Our teams worked together to build a total of 20 houses, providing shelter for at least 20 families. It was shocking to all of us that even in the 21st century, there are still such high levels of social injustice. With the help of my club, we planned various fundraising events that raised over 140,000 rupees in donations and, more importantly, raised awareness for volunteering opportunities with Habitat for Humanity and the importance of shelter for those families in need. Over the next year, 3 other international schools in the area also opened their own Habitat for Humanity clubs and helped keep the dream of providing shelter to people in need alive. Looking back, while staying in Michigan would have been a whole lot easier and another experience, I would have missed out on so many opportunities that make me the person I am today. Relocating forced me to step out of my bubble and look at the imminent issues facing the world from a different perspective, and the empathy I felt fueled my passion to make a difference. An important part of genuine humanity and effective communication is relationship building, because some measure of trust is required before people will open up and reveal their true interests. To build this trust, ADR specialists must respect the parties, listen carefully, and identify and relate to the deeper emotions that underlie spoken words. As a facilitator for the Office of Student Conflict Resolution, I often work with students who have violated the Statement of Student Rights and Responsibilities by illegally possessing or using alcohol, and who have been given citations or sent to the hospital. It's common for college students to avoid talking about their drinking habits and evade change, and so it's a real art to get them to open up and talk about the incident and their behaviors. By using a lot of the skills I've developed through training and experience, I found a lot of success in encouraging students to explore their behaviors and really reflect on the impacts of drinking, on themselves as well as on others around them. For example, it's very important to meet students where they're at in order to connect with them. The most effective change happens when people themselves decide that they have to change. Facilitating dialogue, restorative justice circles, mediations, and alcohol and other drug-related meetings have given me the opportunities to practice these skills. I've learned that I'm really good at connecting with people and seeing things from their view, understanding and respecting where they're coming from, and then using their own values to get them to notice where I'm coming from. When a student walks out of a meeting motivated to change and think positively, I really believe that I've made a difference in someone's life. I think that being personable, honest, and open are important values one must have in order to really connect with someone. Individuals in the legal field should possess these characteristics in order to be a truly beneficial resource for people, and these are characteristics that I know I can get even better at with practice and skills development through a law school education. As a psych major, I've increasingly come to appreciate how competing theories can be used together to represent an issue and how valuable research skills can be, and I hope these insights will help me as I navigate through the legal field. Through my political science major, I've come across many courses where I had to use in-depth logical reasoning to resolve issues. In my human security class, we had to come up with practical, attainable solutions for problems in the world today. One of my projects was a policy memo introducing the implementation of a free and safe bus system and training for effective teaching practices for teachers to help solve the problems of quality education in Iraq for girls. My final project was a grant proposal on using long-lasting insecticidal nets to combat malaria in the Centre-Nord region of Burkina Faso. With each project, we focused more and more on how to effectively solve a problem using the resources and budgets and time limitations. The political science classes I've taken so far have trained me to think in a logical way, to use resources, and to help address problems in society. In conclusion, through a well-rounded law school education, I hope to develop these three important characteristics even more and figure out how I can use my values in education to make a positive difference in someone's life. My experience living locally and abroad, as well as my work in the Global Scholars Program and at the Office of Student Conflict Resolution, with my education at the University of Michigan, ensures that I will be a diverse addition to your law school. Through my experiences, I've learned that each case is unique and involves a creative approach, and that's what makes working in the legal field such a challenging profession. It always keeps you on your toes. I'm looking for a career that gives me the opportunity to use the law to help someone's life, and this is why I think I would be a strong candidate for law school and as a future individual out to make a positive difference in the world.